Naughty Dog's The Last of Us Part 2 has been one of those games that leaves fans thinking what the sequel could unveil that might leave everyone shook in their boots. Well, here we are speaking about one of the most possible outcomes that might end up changing the perspective of the whole story. So recently I was looking up at some of the Last of Us Part 2 articles on the internet, and I came across this really interesting article that completely changed the way I think about The Last of Us Part 2. Now, this story speculation was actually written by Neimer from GameRants.com, and the article here is basically proving how Joel would be the main villain of the game. Yes, that's right, the villain of a game. I mean, who would have ever thought that Joel could end up being the bad guy, right? But no, there is a massive possibility of Joel being the main villain in The Last of Us Part 2, according to the Game Rants article. Now let's go all the way back in time to The Last of Us Part 1, where Joel saves Ellie at the end of the game at the expense of a potential cure to save the humanity and stop all of the clickers.
Please. You just come after her.
Now, in order to save Ellie, Joel basically sent a lot of people to heavenly places, including every single Firefly doctors, scientists that were working on finding a cure for the future of humanity, which arguably has made a larger impact on the only people that's left on Earth, which is basically referred to the term The Last of Us. Now, the question of Joel's villainy is only compounded when he lied to Ellie at the very end of the game, and after the lie there becomes a little doubt that Joel saved Ellie's life for his own selfish reasons. Now, of course, Joel lost his biological daughter at the beginning of the outbreak, and it is fair enough to say that he attempted to hold on to his surrogate daughter Ellie at the end of the game, and all the last hope that's left for humanity is now destroyed, all because Joel wanted to be the dad figure to Ellie, which he potentially lost it when his biological daughter died.
Sarah. Move your hands, babe. I know, baby, I know. Listen to me, I know this hurts you. You're gonna be okay, baby, stay with me. Alright, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby, I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby, I know. Sarah. Baby.
And now arises the big question if Joel is a friend or a foe. Now, as far as we've seen in all of the Last of Us Part 2 trailers, it is definitive sign that the two Joel and Ellie are no longer together. Where now in the E3 trailer we could see that characters referred to Joel while speaking to older Ellie, and there's a scene where Joel made an appearance trying to back up Ellie while confronting an enemy convoy.
What the hell are you doing here?
You think I'd let you do this on your own?
Now, in this scene, it appears like Ellie didn't really seem to be too upset about seeing Joel right there, so it seems like both Joel and Ellie are on their own good terms for at least some section of the game. Now, the question of whether or not Joel will be an antagonist character in The Last of Us Part 2 depends on whether or not Ellie finds out the truth about Joel's lie, and her reaction to the truth will decide the possible outcomes of what might end up to Joel's life. Now the interesting part of the story begins. Now, in the Game Rant article, they have mentioned that it is possible that the two of them get separated after Ellie figures out that Joel lied to her, only for him to later become an actual villain of the game and go after Ellie. Now, about the Game Rant speculation here, I honestly don't think that could be the case, because at the end of the day, the only reason to why Joel lied to Ellie was to keep her alive. And even if Joel ends up being the villain and the bad guy to the rest of the world, he would still not hurt Ellie in any form of ways. So now another possibility that Game Rant have presented is that Joel could turn into an antagonist father figure to Ellie after she learns the truth. But then both of them are on a good enough terms where they don't kill each other, but Ellie would still not be thrilled that she's having Joel around her all the time, and on the other hand, Joel would keep trying to win Ellie's trust all the way back. So if that happens, then Joel's desperation to become a good father figure to Ellie could drive him to do further unspeakable things. Now I cannot get this one thought out of my head where I maybe think that Joel is the bad guy now in the eyes of others that's leftover survivors because he destroyed the entire Fireflies who were kind of researching a cure for the rest of the humanity. And now that Dina and Ellie are together, maybe Dina learns that Ellie is immune and that she is the only cure for the infection. So maybe now what happens is that Dina now learns about Ellie's secret and then she tries to inform that to other group of survivors, and since that could get Ellie in trouble, and maybe Joel kind of like sends some of his men to take out Dina to protect the secret. But the trickiest part here is that Ellie on the other hand doesn't know that Dina's death was caused by Joel and that she tries to hunt down the guys that Joel hired indirectly to take out Dina and the others that also know the truth about Ellie. But Ellie doesn't know that Joel was behind every single thing right here, and maybe Joel jumps back into Ellie's hunting spree and maybe tries to change her mind into letting them go so that she doesn't get to know the things that he has done behind her back in order to protect her and whatnot. But at the end stage of the game, somehow Ellie finds out the lie that Joel had told her, and also that he was the reason to which her girlfriend Dina was killed. And maybe the game would end up being like Ellie kills Joel and maybe she sacrifices herself in order to find a cure for the future of the humanity. Now if you guys didn't hear about this before, that while recording the voice acting scene for The Last of Us Part 2, there was a scene which claimed that Ellie was pregnant, and maybe if that is true, then that could be the one reason to why Ellie might sacrifice herself in order to find a cure to pave a path for her unintentional child. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities that could end up becoming true in The Last of Us Part 2, but I think Ellie turning on Joel would be something that fans might not have expected, and that could also bring out a lot of emotional tears out of the fans that play The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, Naughty Dog is all about making stories that play hard on your emotions and feelings, so maybe this could be the very high possible way of like ending The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, this is all just speculation, it is not a true story, so don't worry about it, it's no spoiler. Now, I want to know what you guys think about my new speculation of making Joel the antagonist father figure in The Last of Us Part 2. So what would you guys rate my story writing skills out of 10? I mean, you've got to get super emotional when Ellie tries to kill Joel, right? We've been through all of those journeys from Last of Us Part 1, all of the relationship we have built with Joel and Ellie, and in Last of Us Part 2, Ellie turns out to be killing Joel, which would be super emotional, I think. I don't know what you guys think about that. Now, if you guys have any better speculations to the story, then please drop your end of the thoughts in the comments down below. It would be really interesting to read all of your comments, and also if you guys want to win a free copy of The Last of Us Part 2 pre-order digital PS4 codes, then make sure to enter the giveaway by dropping the best speculation comment down below, and I will choose the winners who has the best story speculation, and I will DM you guys the pre-order codes for The Last of Us Part 2. So make sure you guys go ahead, drop a comment down below. With that being said, if you guys did go on and enjoy the video, then make sure to smash that like rating of this video. And also, if you guys are looking for the perfect Last of Us Part 2 coverage channel that will be covering the entire game, from news, leaks, gameplays, information, tips and tricks, and The Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer videos, then make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn the video notifications on so that YouTube can let you guys know when I upload my videos, which is every single day, of course. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of a day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Till then, take care fams, and goodbye.
You? No way. Come on. You're way too reckless.
Oh, look who's talking.
You'll probably die from hypothermia from wearing canvas sneakers in the snow.
I am wearing boots today. You know how you're gonna die?
Ooh, let me guess. You're gonna kill me?
Remember, I don't want to have to shoot you in the face.
Oh, that's so sweet.
All these spores mean they've been here for a while. Keep your eyes peeled for older infected. Yep. Shit! Ellie!